sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. A run here with Miller. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. We'll try and run here with Miller. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, New England.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Open man, right side. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Putting the tight end in motion. Once again, it's Miller. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 yards.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's going to try to get this himself. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in fourth and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
Throwing on second down, it's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the second time. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing now from the gun. Going for it all. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Nicole Hardman deep to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready for their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Motion man is Bell. Cook gets it out of the pistol. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. here for 1st and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, New England.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Miller. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. We are through 1. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Motion man is Bell. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. In motion, Shakir. On 1st down, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll swing this out to Miller.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Patriots ready for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down. Here's Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Moore going in motion. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. That one on target to Moore. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 11 at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's fourth down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
They'll throw out of the gun. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. This returnable for Hardman. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Moore going in motion. On first down, Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 7. First down, Buffalo.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Once again, it's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Buffalo.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield. So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So they got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
A run up the middle with Miller. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. And And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's found his receiver, Butte. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
It's fourth down.
And now the punting unit will come on as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Allen now on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Moore going in motion. On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing again. It's Allen. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Again, it's Allen to the air. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. One more time going up top with Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. They'll send a man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. You talk about the moves, spinning out of that tackle, turning it into a gain of 7. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Allen. On end, left side, it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
He'll step up and run this. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He'll take care of it himself. Picks up the first down and a gain of 12.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why there.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. A short game down to the 7.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. Taking up. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try. They'll look to throw. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Good blocking to the 15. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 31 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Miller trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Henderson trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll step up and run. And Allen, a guy who usually gives as much punishment as he gets, slides down here, but he's got the first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Now Allen on first down. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Buffalo.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Pass now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Miller. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Miller. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. What a big play there for New England. 37 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's into the end zone. Kayshon Boutte, touchdown, Patriots.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats are able to edge a bit closer. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here is Bell on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll try to run for it.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Back to throw here to begin the drive. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
They will run the draw play with Miller. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. On the handoff, this is Miller. And the Patriots are going to have first and goals inside the 10. Mark them at the 7.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
He'll drop to throw. Rolling right, and they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back sacks back him up. What's going to happen now on third and goal? He'll look to throw. And the defense unrelenting, a third consecutive sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. The Bills' offense ready to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. There he goes again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and 7. So now they'll throw it with Allen. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Third and long. Well, play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen to throw on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2nd and 5. Going up top. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's complete on the tight end screen.
To number 82. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
New England going to take their second timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down, they need 7. Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Foxborough.